Hey guys, it's Shy of the Shy Narwhal. A while back, I made a video covering lost Cartoon Network media. While that video does need some updating, one of the things I found most interesting is finding out that Peppa Pig had an American dub that aired on the preschool block of Cartoon Network called Tickle U. After learning that Peppa Pig aired on Cartoon Network along with other preschool shows at the time, I've become increasingly more interested in learning about Tickle U. So that's exactly what I decided to do for this week's video. Today I'm going to be talking about and discussing the forgotten Cartoon Network block, Tickle U. Let's get into it. Also, as a side note, if you would like to skip to a certain section of the video, please check the pinned comment or the description for timestamps as I cover a variety of topics and shows here, and yeah, on with the video.
Let's go! It's time for Tickle U!
La da da dee, da 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 dum, da dee, da dum, da dee, da dum, da dum.
Before streaming services in the mid-2000s, children who were fortunate enough to have cable likely got most of their television entertainment from one of three networks: Disney Channel, Nickelodeon, and Cartoon Network. Of course, there were sister channels like Boomerang, Toon Disney, and so on, but growing up, most of the kids I talked to would come home from school and watch one of the three main channels, or PBS Kids. During the day, when older children were at school, Nickelodeon and Disney Channel would start off their weekday mornings with more suitable programming for children who weren't old enough to go to school, with their well-known blocks Nick Jr. and Playhouse Disney, both of which started in the late 90s. However, in an attempt to compete with these networks, Cartoon Network launched Tickle U on August 22, 2005.
Are you looking for a place where you can laugh and snort and make other funny noises? Then you'll want to watch Tickle U, Cartoon Network's brand new University of Laughter, where kids can laugh, along with our hosts.
Hello!
They make funny noises too. Tickle U, coming in August to Cartoon Network.
Similar to its Disney Channel and Nickelodeon counterparts, Tickle U aired on Cartoon Network on weekday mornings from 9 to 11 a.m. and featured two hosts: a green rabbit, I think, and a red bug butterfly thing, voiced by Tom Kenny and Ariel Winter respectively. I've heard some fans describing her as a caterpillar, but I, for the life of me, would not have been able to come to that conclusion myself.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Bobby.
Bobby who?
Bobbing up and down like this makes me dizzy. You try it.
Unlike Nick Jr. and Playhouse Disney, however, the majority of Tickle U's programming featured American dubs of foreign shows, rather than original programming. Based on the short film from 1950, Gerald McBoing Boing was a Canadian-American show that starred Gerald, who only speaks in sounds, and Burp the dog, who only speaks in burps.
Excuse me.
Wonderful. As of now, Gerald McBoing Boing can be viewed on TVO Kids and Discovery Kids. Gordon the Garden Gnome was a British-Australian television show that originally aired on CBeebies and ABC Kids in Britain and Australia. The show revolved around a garden gnome who worked towards creating a better environment for the plants and animals in the garden. Harry and His Bucket Full of Dinosaurs was based on a series of children's books by the same name. The main character, Harry, enters the dino world by jumping into the bucket of his toy dinosaurs. Other shows that were featured on Tickle U included Firehouse Tales, Little Robots, Yoko Jakamoko Toto, and of course, Peppa Pig.
Bye-bye!
See you later.
Say goodbye, please. Goodbye!
I'm getting kind of tired here.
Switch hands like I did.
Huh? Oh, thanks. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye now.
Tickle U ended its run on January 6, 2006, so less than a year after it initially began. While I'm sure this block had a few fans, most people didn't really seem to notice or care that this block was gone. I mean, when I was a preschooler, I would watch preschool programming all the time. I was literally a preschooler when this block came out, and I still had no idea that this block existed until just a few months ago. Although there doesn't appear to be a concrete reason why this block was so short-lived, I have a few theories. It just didn't have the audience. Now, as you were probably able to figure out by the list of shows that aired on the block, as well as the advertisement, Tickle U was missing one vital thing that would ultimately keep parents from wanting their younger kids to watch it: educational programming. While yes, not every show on Playhouse Disney and Nick Jr. was necessarily educational, they both still had a strong emphasis on teaching preschoolers something, whether that be social and emotional skills or academics. This was evident in the ways that each block would market themselves to parents. While Nick Jr., Playhouse Disney, and Noggin would advertise teaching toddlers lesson and skills, Tickle U would advertise itself as being funny. Which begs the question, why would parents or the kids watching care? This is just my mind wandering as I write this script, and I could be totally wrong here, but wouldn't parents put on preschool programming for their children so they could learn something? Why would they choose Tickle U over PBS Kids or Noggin? Then on the opposite side of the spectrum, we have parents who don't care if their kids learn something from television. Why would they put on Tickle U over a network like Disney Channel or Nickelodeon? Then there's the children. Why would a kid who still enjoys preschool programming prefer what Tickle U has to offer over the variety that they have on Nick Jr.? I don't know if I'm making any sense here or if this section will even make it into the video. I'm just rambling at this point, but I hope you get the idea. It came at the wrong time. As I mentioned at the beginning of this video, the other two major preschool blocks, Nick Jr. and Playhouse Disney, began airing nearly a decade prior. By 2005, when Tickle U started airing, parents and kids were already comfortable with the other two major blocks. Through my research, many of those online seem to have a similar opinion to me. Now keep in mind, this is all speculation, and maybe the real reason why Tickle U ended is completely different and has nothing to do with either one of these reasons. If you have any information that I wasn't able to find, or you have your own theory as to why the block was cancelled, feel free to discuss it down in the comments below. I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Butter.
Butter who?
Butter, bring an umbrella. Looks like rain.
Now let's watch Peppa Pig. Good idea, Henderson.
You better believe it.
Today, much of the dubs and TV bumpers from Tickle U are considered to be lost media, so I'm hoping that this video will spread more awareness into getting more stuff found. Cartoon Network is also working on a second attempt to cater towards the preschool audience with Cartoonito, which will be available on both Cartoon Network and HBO Max, starting streaming next month on September 13th. This new block appears to feature quite a bit of British and Warner Brothers programming, so it will be interesting to see if the block will be any more successful on a streaming service. That pretty much wraps up this week's video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content on Lost and Obscure Media. I'm also working on launching my second channel called Shy, and on that channel I'm going to be doing more relaxed commentary style videos based on film and television of all genres, so if that's something you might be interested in, please feel free to subscribe to that channel. The link is in the description below. If you have any suggestions for future videos on this channel or the other channel that I'm working on, feel free to email me at theshynarwhal@gmail.com or comment them down below, and I will try my best to get back to them. I try my best to write down every single suggestion that I get on a list of video ideas, so whenever I need a video idea, I check that list. With that aside, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!